Good.
Questions for Coach Billings?
Great, thanks.
Coach, Texas high-powered offense, what do they do well?
Pretty much everything. You know, they're the best offense we played this year. I mean, you talk about Auburn and their players, but as far as offensively, you know, this is a team that put up 47 points on Arkansas. So obviously, it all starts with their quarterback, Fine, who's already thrown for 2,000 yards and a whole bunch of touchdowns. They played 6 games and he's thrown 1 interception. And he's completing 65% of his passes. So that's about as far as you got to go to start out with. And he's got some excellent receivers. So, plus they do a good job running. I got 2 kids that, you know, obviously the one kid got hurt, but they got 2 that are averaging over 5 yards a carry. So by far they're the most dynamic offense we faced today.
You've obviously seen some pretty good quarterbacks in your career. Where does this kid compare to some of the other guys you've seen?
He reminds me a lot of Chad Pennington. He goes up to the line, he knows where the ball goes right now. He's been well trained. You know, he's got a savviness about him. He's got a toughness about him. But I mean, he's by the book. I mean, he lines up. He has a great arm. He has a quick release. He knows where to throw the football, and he is very, very accurate.
What sorts of things can you guys do to disrupt him?
That's a good question. No one's done anything yet to disrupt him. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, he can run around and you try to play coverage because he throws it so well, but then he just moves around and he's very elusive. You know, he's athletic, and so he finally finds somebody open. If you try to blitz him, he sees it coming and throws it right now. So, you know, hopefully, you know, we can have him make a mistake or 2. I don't know. You know, he hasn't yet. Like I said, well, I guess he has. In 6 games, he's made 1 mistake. He's thrown 1 interception. So, you know, we just do what we do. Hopefully, we can, you know, rush him with 3 and 4 and play coverage if possible. If we can't, then we'll have to have plan B and plan C and plan D ready for this guy. I don't think there's just one way to stop him. But we're gonna obviously that's what we have to do. That's our goal. And, you know, we have got to rush the passer, and of course we got to stop the run. And then the key is we got to try to make them make a mistake or 2, take advantage of it. You know, he threw us 1 last year in our hands and we dropped it. And so you know, we fooled him a couple times last year, but then he started figuring us out. It looked like as the game went along. So you know, we've got to capitalize on mistakes when they're there, and also we got to stop them. If we get them the 3rd down, or when we get them the 3rd down, we've got to make sure that we're really good on 3rd down. Last year, one of the biggest thing is, you know, they went for it on 4th down 4 times, and they made all 4 4th downs, and every one of those drives ended up being touchdowns. So that's 28 points in the game that they went for it on 4th down. If we stop them, then that's 28 points to don't get. Even we stop them twice, that's 14. So they will go for it on 4th down, so we have to be good, obviously, on 3rd and 4th down. Obviously, we also have to get them there.
Talk a little bit about their receivers, Guyton and Bussey. It seems like both of those guys, particularly Guyton, are really good route runners.
Yeah, you know, Guyton had about 14 passes caught against us last year, but his guy's Bussey. I mean, they went to Oklahoma, they're rival schools together, and that's kind of his go-to guy now. And then they have the new kid, number 1, who keeps getting more and more catches. He is the speedster. He's their Jalen Adams, Michael. He's the fast guy on the inside that he's getting better every week, and he gets more catches every week, and they're doing more things with him every week for his jet sweeps. And you know, he's their true speedster. I think Bussey he's big and physical and can run, and he's big and he's a great route runner. He's not quite as fast as the other 2 probably, but he's so great at running routes, and all of them have really good hands. So you know, you just can't focus on one of them, you know, and they got them both on different sides, and they got number one in the middle, so, they cause problems, and that's why they're averaging 40-plus points a game and have the offense they have. I don't know what they are in the nation, but I'm sure it's up there pretty high.
You're talking about the shovel pass. Is that kind of a new flavor of the month? Not say flavor of the month, but in college football, because it seems like every time you watch a college football game now, that shovel pass is more and more
Yeah, the little
put in the
speed
game.
sweep stuff,
Yeah.
you know, it's great on your passing stats, you know. You know, to us, it's a run play, but if they drop it, it's an incomplete pass. So, you know, everybody's gone to, and they do split plays, and when they speed sweep one way, the counter or the zone the other, and just, you know, they split your defense, which is tough, you know. And between that, RPOs and everything else, that's why it's college football has become such a high-scoring football game, you know. I mean, there's a lot of guys, you know, back in the old days, if you held someone under 20 points, you know, you felt like you had a chance to win, you know. Now you try to hold them under 20 and a half, you know, and you've got a chance. So that's just how the game's changed.
Could you talk about your competition at the free safety position?
Yeah, you know, Kyle and Zay, you know, I've played them both there. They're both good players. Kyle has a big upside. You know, he's very athletic and can run and stuff, and he's still learning the system. Whereas Zay's been in the system, you know, and he's smart, and he's physical, and he does the right thing. So it just, when I can, I try to just roll them in, keep them fresh. Each of them have different strengths. So they're doing well, and then of course at the other safety, you know, Shannon Showers came in and played really, really well. He kind of secured that spot for right now, you know, and so little by little, you know, as I always say, that those things always iron themselves out before the end of the year, and so little by little, we're trying to figure out who's going to be in our secondary, who's going to be playing, and again, competition and then experience. You know, some guys rise to the top, some just kind of sit there and just don't improve like the other ones do.
It seemed like you brought up your pass rush. It seemed like those guys kind of turned a corner against Auburn. What were they doing so well? Was it just winning one-on-one matchups?
Yeah, just winning one-on-one matchups. You know, we've rushed the passer pretty well. The problem is we haven't sacked them. You know, we've had a lot of hurries, and we get back there and chase them around, can't catch them, you know. And so that, I mean, look at Monroe. I mean, that guy, I mean, he was running for his life a lot of the times, but he kept running. You know, he couldn't stop him. So part of it was we finally got back there and had the quarterback hold the ball a little bit and make some plays. This guy's, again, he's in the mode of the kid from Monroe. He's hard to tackle. Plus the other thing he does a great job getting at the ball. He doesn't hold it very often. If he doesn't feel pressure, he'll hold it. But if he sees pressure coming, which he's, like I said, he's been doing this a long time, he gets rid of it. So he's a hard guy to sack.
You've got two young guys in JJ and Edmondson. Going to have to decide real quick whether you're going to redshirt them or just push them forward. Any thoughts on that?
Yeah, you know, we're still looking at it, and there's a good chance we may have to play them both. We'll see.